Condom? The one that slipped off? I'm pregnant.
Hello my pop culture lovers and welcome back for another video. So class is back in session. We are back at Degrassi. I done 2 other videos on Degrassi, one ranking the characters and one ranking the couples. And I wanted to make another Degrassi video because I love the show so much. I also wanted to make a short video, so I wanted to touch on one topic regarding Degrassi, and that is teen moms. So some of you may be thinking Degrassi has a lot of teen moms, but in my opinion, it actually does not. Degrassi has a lot of teen pregnancy, but teen moms are something that they just don't have. A lot of times if I say teen mom, if you're familiar with Degrassi, you're probably thinking of Degrassi's iteration from the 2000s to 2015, and then their Netflix kind of snippet that they had for a couple of seasons regarding like teen pregnancy or anything like that. And a lot of times people think of the character of Mia. The thing with Mia is that she wasn't really a teen mom in the sense of she was a long time standing Degrassi character who became a teen mom. Instead, she came on already as a teen mom and we just met her and her daughter. So when I'm talking about teen moms, I'm thinking about Degrassi High's Spike. So Spike is Emma's mom. And because Spike had Emma at a young age, that was allowing us to now watch Degrassi The Next Generation following Emma as a teen. And when you watch Degrassi High, for those of you that aren't familiar with it, there are many times in those episodes where you'll see Spike and she'll be working or she'll be in the background and someone will ask her, hey, let's go out, or hey, let's do that. And she'll say, I'll have to check with my mom first to see if she can watch Emma, or something about Emma, basically showing the responsibility it takes to be like a teen parent. And you don't see that anymore in Degrassi. What we see is that a lot of the female characters in Degrassi end up getting pregnant, and they either carry the baby all the way through, they have an abortion, or they lose the child. And even though they carry the baby all the way through, they'll eventually give that child up for adoption. We have not seen a character raise a child on Degrassi, The Next Generation, Degrassi, or Degrassi Next Class ever. The only character that has also accomplished that is again Spike, who had Jack in Degrassi The Next Generation. And then again, since Simpson is on all like iterations of Degrassi, he'll sometimes mention his wife and baby, but we haven't seen them on screen since I think like Emma was like a young teen on Degrassi, like season 4 or 3 of Degrassi. I think in the later seasons we saw Jack, and then like we didn't see him anymore. Like I don't think we saw Jack or Spike at all in Next Class, or even like the later seasons of Degrassi, like season 14 or 15. So basically I'm making this video to be like, why? It's Degrassi, it's dealing with high school. Why does Degrassi not want to deal with young children? My first thought was maybe they don't want to pay a younger actress, but I basically can't see the difference of them basically doing it in the 80s and 90s for Spike, but then can't do it in the 2000s and 2010 for a random character. We had Jenna. She was the closest we got, but then eventually Jenna gave away her child. And I think the one thing when it comes to these storylines is that we don't see the characters deal with the consequences of just like having a child and no longer having a child. When Claire lost a child, there was that scene where she was crying in the car with Eli, and that was very sad. But then again, like, let's give it 3 more episodes. It's like that never happened. Similar to Jenna, she moved on, started dating Connor as if she like never had a child. Similar to Liberty, the only time she mentioned having a baby and the killing of JT was when she was joining that sorority and they asked for like tragic stories or like something about themselves. And she told that experience. But again, it wasn't like it haunts her every day or she thinks about every day. It was just like, okay, well, we hit that plot beat, so let's move forward. So I guess what I'm saying is that I wish Degrassi during that time had just made one storyline where a character got pregnant, we had to figure it out, they decided to actually keep the baby, and they raised it. Claire was making that decision, but like I said, she lost the baby. Manny decided to get an abortion. Who else got pregnant? I know some other characters got pregnant. Manny, abortion. Jenna gave child away from adoption. Liberty gave a child away for adoption. Lola had an abortion as well. And then there were some other characters. Basically, Mia was the one who came in with a child. Dallas, he's not a woman, of course, but he had a son. But again, we just met Dallas and he was like, I have a child. And then like Allie was supposed to accept that or whatever. And did Allie get pregnant or a pregnancy scare? I think it was pregnancy scare. But again, Degrassi is always doing this like, as if it's like a temptation to be like, oh, this character could be pregnant, but they're not going to be pregnant. We're just going to take it away. We take it back. We're just playing. And I feel like instead we should just watch someone go through the struggle of like being a teen parent, because Degrassi already hit on a miscarriage, an abortion, adoption, but they haven't had one character that like raised a child. The only character they had was Spike. And because they had that character do that, we were able to get Degrassi the next generation. So that is my thoughts on Degrassi and Teen Moms. Leave your thoughts in the comments. And then leave your thoughts in the comments as well on like plot points that you wish Degrassi like touched on more or developed more. I've been your pop culture princess Devin, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.